big matches tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. We want to see you there. We're kicking it off at 8 o'clock with Chris Anthony against Inazuma. Barnyard Briggs against Skinny Kenny. Chris Michaels against the Prodigy. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can pin him. Style and Shane Eaton against Bad Street Boy Shane Helms. The Tennessee Volunteers against Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. And in the main event, special referee Eddie Marlin when the Colorado Kid collides with Bart Sawyer. And we're putting legends around the ring as Lumberjacks, Don Green, Mac York, Jim White, Corsica Joe. They'll keep the guys in the ring. Kid, Bart, Eddie Marlin, everybody tonight, Nashville, 8 o'clock. Don't you dare miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lee Tidwell with NWA Worldwide. Alongside me, Farron Fox. Now, right now, we're seeing a bit of footage from the fairgrounds last night, a match between Bart Sawyer and the Colorado Kid for the North American Championship.
Well, you know, Lee, you're going to see in this match right here where the Cinderella Kid is turning the tides on Bart Sawyer, and you're going to see the carnage that took place afterwards when Bart Sawyer and Chris Michaels, they jumped on the referee, and that leads into tonight, Nashville, Tennessee. Lee, you don't know this guy because you haven't been around that long, but I'm telling you what, Eddie Marlin is a legend in the Nashville area, and he will be the troubleshooting referee right down there at the Fairground Sports Arena.
Now, right now, we have NWA's troubleshooting referee, Jimmy Rivers, in the ring. Bart Sawyer, the big leg drop on the Colorado Kid. Now, after the match, Bart Sawyer thinks that the referee has done deliberate slow counts for him and quick counts for the Colorado Kid. Gets in an altercation with the referee, and you'll see what happened in just a minute.
Well, yeah, that was very justified. You just seen this Jimmy Rivers give Bart Sawyer right here. I bet 1, 2. He had him down for a 4 count at least, and right there the referee denied him the victory.
Now Bart Sawyer getting in the confrontation with the referee, saying it should have been a 3 count. The Colorado Kid comes from behind, picks him up, holds him, and just plants him. 1, 2, and a 3 count for the Colorado Kid.
A fast count. He gave the Colorado Kid a fast count, just like he gave Bart Sawyer a slow count. This is a travesty of justice. I'm telling you what, the Cinderella Kid has them referees in his back pocket.
Now, the Colorado Kid outside the ring. The referee checking on Bart Sawyer, making sure he's all right after the kid just plants him. Now, this is what leads up to tonight. The Colorado Kid, Bart Sawyer, with Eddie Marlin as the special guest referee.
And not only that, but they got legends that are going to be ringside, and they're going to be the guy. If Bart Sawyer goes out of the ring, they're going to throw him back in.
Now, right here is where Bart Sawyer viciously and savagely jumps the special referee from behind. Jimmy Rivers is now down. Chris Michael comes from behind to help Bart Sawyer beat the special referee.
I got one thing to say. Break out the flex off, because he's going to need it after that. I love to see this is sports entertainment at its finest. Beat that referee senseless. That's why tonight Eddie Marlin is going to enter that ring, and he better watch out, because Bart Sawyer ain't going to be playing with him. And they got legends for Lumberjacks right down there at the fairgrounds tonight, Lee.
Now, Bart Sawyer just slung the referee into the chair. Picking him up, the referee, he is limp, bleeding from the head. Bart Sawyer just pounding on the head.
What about it? And you know what? That's not all. The Vols, the Tennessee Vols, are going to be right down there tonight at the fairgrounds, and they're going to be taking on Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams, 2 of my favorite wrestlers in the NWA right now.
Now, a little bit later on, you're going to see how the match between the Vols and Hudson and Williams came to be. Now, right now, Bart Sawyer still kicking away on Jimmy Rivers. Now tonight at the fairgrounds, the Colorado Kid and smart Bart Sawyer. We've got Eddie Marlin as the special guest referee and the legends around the ring.
And what legends they are, Lee. We've got, Corsica Joe, Jim White, Mac York, and Don Green right down there at the Fairgrounds Sports Arena right tonight.
Now, Jeff, can we just please get out of this?
Bart Sawyer, so you've went out here and you smacked the Colorado Kid in the head with a chair. You've made me bleed all over the place, and you sent me off, and you thought was for good. Well, I'm back, and not only am I back, I'm madder than I ever was. And I'm coming after you, Mighty Mouse. That's right, I'm coming after the man that's got my belt wrapped around his waist, claiming to be the North American heavyweight champion. Well, let me tell you something, pal. You know, you can steal a man's pants, but that don't make you the man. Now, you've taken my belt, a belt that I've earned. I know what it's all about, earning a belt, because I beat a lot of guys just to wear that belt around my waist. And when you're a thief, and that's what you are, pal, and you go around saying you're the North American heavyweight champion, well, it's like graduating college and not going a day to it. So I'm going to tell you what, now tonight we've got a bunch of legends all around that ring, but most of all, one of my old-time mentors, Eddie Marlin. I call him Mr. Eddie because I've got a lot of respect for the man. I'm sure you won't. But let me tell you something, when he's in that ring tomorrow, all he's got to do is count 1, 2, 3. I've told him to stay out of the way because all I want is you. It ain't about beating you. It's about beating you to death.
Oliver Stone would love the conspiracy going on in the NWA. He'd have a big blockbuster movie about it, about the way they're persecuting smart Bart Sawyer. Colorado Kid, you bring in the NWA's troubleshooting referee. Yeah, we saw how he cheated in your favor. But he had an accident. He fell and he couldn't get up. And I stomped him into the ground. So when the NWA's troubleshooting referee couldn't get the job done, Bert Prentice, you went into your bag of tricks, did you? Oh, you went right into the Hall of Fame. Eddie Marlin. Now let's just run down the resume on Eddie Marlin. He's a legend. Been a part of Tennessee wrestling as long as there's been wrestling almost. Granddaddy of Jeff Jarrett. Daddy of Jerry Jarrett. Now, don't let the age factor come into play here, Eddie, because I remember a time in 1991, Evansville, Indiana. I was in a match with you. We were on opposite sides of the table, so to speak, and you put a couple of lumps on my head. So you got lucky. And they're going to put all the legends around the ring, all the Hall of Famers. Now, you know, Muhammad Ali was the greatest boxer of all time. But he really wouldn't be much competition today, now would he? So you put them legends around the ring, because I already got blood on my hands from one person. So hey, what's a couple of more? Eddie Marlin, Colorado Kid, you come on down to the Nashville Fairgrounds, because Smart Bart's going to have a plan. Oh, he's going to have a plan. So you bring Eddie Marlin, you put all those legends, the roll call of Tennessee wrestling champions around that ring, and I'm still going to beat you, because life is good for Smart Bart Sawyer. Oh, yeah.
Well, we got 8 big matches tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. We want to see you there. We're kicking it off at 8 o'clock with Chris Anthony against Inazuma. Barnyard Briggs against Skinny Kenny. Chris Michaels against the Prodigy. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can pin him. Style and Shane Eaton against Bad Street Boy Shane Helms. The Tennessee Volunteers against Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. And in the main event, special referee Eddie Marlin when the Colorado Kid collides with Bart Sawyer. And we're putting legends around the ring as Lumberjacks, Don Green, Mac York, Jim White, Corsica Joe. They'll keep the guys in the ring. Kid, Bart, Eddie Marlin, everybody tonight, Nashville, 8 o'clock. Don't you dare miss it. Special Thursday night card, March 25th, when Too Sexy, Brian Christopher, and the Spellbinder put the NWA North American Tag Title belts on the line against the Tennessee Vols. Brian Christopher returns this Thursday night in Nashville. You'll also see Al Rose against superstar Bill Dundee. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can beat him. Barnyard Briggs against Ashley Hudson. Prodigy goes for revenge on Chris Michaels in part 2 of their big grudge match this Thursday night. Brian Christopher, Spellbinder against the Vols, going for the tag titles this Thursday night. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NWA Worldwide. I'm Lee Tidwell, alongside me, Farron Fox. Now, you heard the man right. He did not stutter. Thursday night, Nashville, Tennessee. The Tennessee Vols, Stephen Dunn, Reno Riggins to take on the NWA North American Tag Team Champions of Too Sexy, Brian Christopher and Spellbinder. But Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams might just have a thing or two to say about that.
That's right. Tonight in Nashville, the Vols, Reno and Steve, will be taking on Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. So if they can make it to Thursday night, they're going to get their shot back at the titles. If they say rightly belong to them, there you have a cover 1, 2, and 3. Hold on, there's Ashley Hudson. Well, there's the Aussie himself.
Now, Stephen Dunn with a big slap to Ashley Hudson. Ashley Hudson and Stephen Dunn arguing at the side. Corey Williams just knocked Ashley Hudson off the rope. And a 3 count for Stephen Dunn.
He had his hands all up in the tights, but Stephen Dunn is your winner. Look, get him, Ashley, right there. The Aussie takes over on Dunn, and they're going to wear Stephen Dunn out, and there's nothing they can do about it. Reno Riggins wasn't even there.
Hot Chocolate Corey Williams and Ashley Hudson now doing a number on Stephen Dunn. A big double clothesline there. The referee trying to get the bell rung, trying to clear the ring.
They're putting the boots to old Dunn right there. Oh, my goodness. You better hope Reno's got his boots laced up tight tonight. And, oh, here we go.
Now the Bad Street Boys, Christian and Joey, have come to save Stephen Dunn from Corey Williams and Ashley Hudson. Now, Reno Riggins will be in the building tonight with Stephen Dunn to take on Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. And what I've heard, superstar Bill Dundee will be in the building.
You know, everybody has seen the tape by now. Corey Williams, you stuck your nose in the Vols business. I had you beat right in the middle, 1, 2, 3, and you had Ashley Hudson come out. Well, you know what, Corey? I'm not sure if you're smart enough. It sounds to me more like something that the Aussies would do. Like it's Ashley Hudson's idea, and that suits me fine. Reno Riggins wasn't in the building, but tonight, Nashville, Tennessee, he's going to be in the building. And it's going to be Corey Williams and Ashley Hudson against the Vols. And that spells double trouble. You know why? One reason is I'm just flat pissed off at you guys. And the second reason is this right here. Because Thursday night, we've got a North American tag title against Spellbinder and Brian Christopher to get back the belts they stole. So, boys, you are in the way of the Tennessee Vols. And when there's gold on the line, there's only one way you can go, and that's down. Because tonight, Nashville, Corey Williams, Ashley Hudson, we got to run through you to get to the gold. And that's just what the Tennessee Vols are going to do.
Tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds, Corey Williams and Ashley Hudson against the Tennessee Vols. Well, boys, let me tell you this. All you've done is pissed me off even more. And you know what? If we beat you in that main event tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds, that puts us in a prime spot for the belts next Thursday night against Too Sexy, Brian Christopher and the Spellbinder. And that is going to put us right up there with the top where we belong.
That's right. And you talking about Brian Christopher and Spellbinder. I've been waiting 4.5 years to smack those two goofs around. And let me tell you something. This is going to be a coming out party for Hot Chocolate Corey Williams. I am the most underrated athlete in this sport. I am also the most gifted athlete in the NWA. And Stephen Dunn, Reno Riggins, when we get to the fairgrounds tonight, not next week, but tonight, we're going to put a hurting on you so bad, you're going to wish that you were in Knoxville with the rest of the Vols. Because when you're the most pathetic tag team in the world today, they don't just call you a pathetic tag team. What do they call you, mate?
The Tennessee Vols.
That's right. We'll beat you because we can. MCW1, you're not going to believe what you're going to hear, but I promise you it's the truth. Like I said, you want wrestling gossip, you ain't heard nothing. Forget it in the other numbers. Once you hear this hotline, you'll never call another one but mine any time in your life. Call me right now. I'm waiting.
Well, you know, Lee, I told you earlier the Bad Street Boys were going to be on today's program, and that's exactly what you're seeing right now. Joey Matthews and Christian York against Ashley Hudson and Styling Shaney, and what a match this was.
Now, Christian back in the corner just gets smacked by Ashley Hudson. Now, Farron, you know, here on NWA Worldwide, we have a new sponsor, Hollywood Homes of Mount Juliet on Lebanon Road. Now, these manufactured homes meet the needs of almost everyone. These are really nice homes. Be a star with Hollywood Homes.
And you know, that's not the only new sponsor. If you're looking for that quality used car, visit Bobby Woodard Motors right down there in Gallatin, Tennessee. Their phone number is 451-7767. Bobby Wood Motors will meet your needs when you want a quality used clean car.
Now, folks, Friday night, March 26th in Elkton, Kentucky at the Todd Central High School. Bell time, 8 p.m. Come see your favorite NWA superstars in Elkton, Kentucky.
You know, Lee, action everywhere you go. NWA Southern Tennessee, that's Friday nights at Jake's Auction Bar, McMinnville. The action starts at 8 p.m. I'm sure Steve Bryant, our good old photographer friend, will be happy to see you come down to Jake's Auction Bar.
Now, folks, that is Jimmy Rivers in the ring. This match was taped before the savage beating by Bart Sawyer and Chris Michaels.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't see any savage beating. That old man was getting out of the ring. He tripped, hit his head. That's why he was bleeding, and Bart just tried to help pick him up.
Oh, stop it. Bart and Chris hit him in the head with the chair. Now, the main event tonight at the fairgrounds, the Colorado Kid, Bart Sawyer, with Eddie Marlin as the special referee.
And the legends are the Lumberjacks. And I'll tell you what, you know, Lee, there's action all over. The Fabs. The Fabs, they are working hard on signing this match in the very near future. The Fabs versus Dundee and Lawler. Can you believe that?
Now, a little bit later on, folks, we will have the Fabs interview. Right now in the ring, Christian tagging in Joey with Ashley Hudson in an armbar.
And you know what? I don't know how familiar you are with Nashville politics, but Bart Durham, one of the acclaimed Nashville attorneys right here in Nashville, has a new career going. Not only is he one of the best attorneys in Nashville, but he has a new career going, and he's managing Regina Hale, and she will be taking on Candy Divine pretty soon for that ladies championship, and we're going to have a video on that next week on next week's broadcast.
Now, folks, we know there is a great amount of action happening right now in the ring between the Bad Street Boys and Stylin' Shane and Ashley Hudson. But we have so much stuff here on NWA Worldwide to tell you about. We have to tell you about. We haven't had enough time to give this match its fair share of airtime. Now, right now, Joey of the Bad Street Boys in the ring. Stylin' Shane arguing a little bit with the crowd. Ashley Hudson in the ring with Joey right now.
And what a fantastic match this is. And you know, anytime the Bad Street Boys are in the ring, you're guaranteed action from start to finish, because these are the most exciting kids to enter NWA Worldwide in a long time. And I'm not going to take anything away from these young men.
Now, the Bad Street Boys appeared in Loganville, Georgia recently, and the fans just went nuts over them.
And speaking of Loganville, Atlanta area, get ready, because NWA Worldwide is coming right at you, and we're going to have national TV tapings right there in Atlanta, GA.
Now, this is a tag team match. The Bad Street Boys, Christian and Joey, against Stylin' Shane Eaton and Ashley Hudson. Joey and Stylin' Shane in the ring right now. Collar and elbow tie up. Ring in the arm now, Joey on Stylin' Shane, just wrenching it in.
And I can't believe all this stuff going on in NWA Worldwide today. And tonight, don't forget that fantastic main event, The Kid versus Bart Sawyer, Eddie Marlin special guest referee, the legends at ringside, Corsica Joe, Don Green, Jim White, Mac York. Oh, I'm telling you, the who's who of Nashville legendary wrestling.
Now, also, the Tennessee Vols, Reno Riggins, and Stephen Dunn will take on Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. You saw on the tape earlier how Ashley Hudson came to the ring when Stephen Dunn was in there. We're going to show you now at the end of this match what transpired before that when Stephen Dunn came to help out the Bad Street Boys.
And don't forget, ladies, I still got my $500, and I'm coming right at you tonight at the Fairground Sports Arena. And you know what? You can sign up and try to take on Farron Fox and try to get my money, but I don't think it's going to happen too much, all you big fat honeys.
Now, Farron, how long do you think you can keep this winning streak on? I've seen people take you to the limit. I've seen them have your shoulders down for a 2 count, almost 3. The bell saved you last night.
I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to be there tonight. I'm going to be there Thursday night when we have the big Thursday night spectacular. You know, you got the Vols and Brian Christopher against the Spellbinder for the tag team championship, but that is if the Vols get by the Aussie himself, Hudson, and Corey Williams tonight.
Now, folks, at the TSU football field today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. it's the incredible Reading Rally. Some of the NWA superstars are going to be there. Bring your kids down. This is going to promote reading for everyone. I want to see you there.
That's exactly what these rednecks need, some promoting of reading, because they are the most illiterate people I've ever seen in my entire life.
Now, right now, Joey of the Bad Street Boys are in the ring. Folks, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Against Inazuma, Barnyard Briggs against Skinny Kenny, Chris Michaels against the Prodigy. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can pin him. Style and Shane Eaton against Bad Street Boys, Shane Helms. The Tennessee Volunteers against Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. And in the main event, special referee Eddie Marlin when the Colorado Kid collides with Bart Sawyer. And we're putting legends around the ring as Lumberjacks, Don Green, Mac York, Jim White, Corsica Joe. They'll keep the guys in the ring. Kid, Bart, Eddie Marlin, everybody tonight, Nashville, 8 o'clock. Don't you dare miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NWA Worldwide. I'm Lee Tidwell, alongside me, Farron Fox. Now, we still have the Bad Street Boys, Christian and Joey, against Style and Shane and Ashley Hudson, with Joey in the ring right now.
Oh, boy, and action, action, action. You know, tonight at the Fairgrounds, we've been hitting the top 3 matches, but there's also, you've got Chris Anthony. He will be taking on Inazuma. Now, let me give you a little background information, Lee, since you don't know much about wrestling, but Chris Anthony has family currently wrestling in ECW.
Oh, is that right, Tinky Winky?
Oh, that's exactly right. And then you got Chris Michaels. He will be taking on the Prodigy. Now that, you know, Chris Michaels, he got beat by the Prodigy. I call it a fluke. They call it good wrestling. But we're going to see tonight if it happens again.
Now we also have Barnyard Briggs and superstar Bill Dundee with Skinny Kenny in Bill Dundee's corner. Now back to the ring. Ashley Hudson and Joey of the Bad Street Boys, collar and elbow top in the center of the ring. Now, folks, don't forget, tonight at the Fairgrounds, Chris Michaels and Prodigy. Now, we're going to show you a bit of tape in a little bit of what Chris Michaels did to Prodigy to humiliate him in the center of the ring.
You know, that Chris Michaels, he has to be one of the best makeup artists I've ever seen in my entire life. And you know, fans, I know about my makeup, and Chris Michaels is the best one I've ever seen. You know, he's probably up for some Academy Award or something. Next thing you know, he's going to be doing the makeup for the Hollywood Homes commercial.
The Hollywood Homes on Lebanon Road in Mount Juliet, manufactured homes. These homes are beautiful. I've been inside of them. They are gorgeous. Be a star with Hollywood Homes.
And you know, fans, I've seen the parking lot out there at the Nashville Fairgrounds, and a few of you people can stand to go up and see Bobby Woodard at Bobby Woodard Motors right down there, Gallatin, Tennessee, 451-7767.
Now, folks, back to the action in the ring. Style and Shane and Joey of the Bad Street Boys. Shane picking Joey up, spins him around. Big backdrop.
Drops him right down to the mat. Joey, he's going to need to see a chiropractor. You know, he can come see me. I can massage some pain out.
Now, Farron, please. 2 count only there for Style and Shane. Joey kicked out. Shane arguing with Jimmy Rivers, the special referee. Style and Shane kicking Christian there. Christian trying to come into the ring. Referee holding him back, and a double team by Style and Shane and Ashley Hudson.
You know, I am looking forward to this Thursday night spectacular when we see the Vols take on Brian Christopher and the Spellbinder to regain their North American Tag Team Champions. That is, if they get by, you know, Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams tonight. And also, the Prodigy of Chris Michaels, this feud is just not doing nothing but heating up. And speaking of feuds, Chris Michaels and Bart Sawyer and Ernestine, them poor guys have been terrorized by the Colorado Kid, and I say it's unjustifiable. The Colorado Kid has been nothing but terrorizing old Ernestine and his whole crew, and you just never know what's going to happen. And the poor redheaded stepchild, but we're going to see later what happened there. Lee, you just never know what's going to happen at NWA Worldwide.
Now, Farron, you might call it unjustifiable, but after they beat the Colorado Kid, made him bleed from the head, hog-tied him, put him on that flatbed truck, and drove him off, I don't think you can call that unjustifiable.
Well, you know what? You just told the story right there, and that's a story every time I hear, I get more and more happy. I just love the sight of Colorado Kid going on the back of that record hauled off, but it seems like he just wants to get revenge. He's hauling off everybody. Who's going to be next?
Now, I think the Colorado Kid might have a few more tricks up his sleeve. Now, back to the action in the ring. Ashley Hudson pounding away on Joey. Up against the side ropes. Throws him against the ropes. Joey off the ropes. Comes up. Oh, can he get him over? And a big sunset flip by Joey. Style and Shane.
Oh, Oh, Styling Shane, smart tag team wrestling right there. Styling Shane had the attention of the referee. No 3 count, and then Ashley Hudson just barrels him with that clothesline and gets him right back down on the mat.
Well, that clothesline about flipped Joey completely over. Ashley Hudson dragged him back to his corner. Shane too busy talking to the crowd to see that his tag team partner wanted a tag.
Well, I'm telling you what, and Shane's got to pour Joey up, and I just hate to see Joey in all this pain, but I just got to root for Ashley Hudson and the Styling Shane one himself, because, you know, this is a tag team that is just formed, and they're actually working good as a team.
Now, Styling Shane with a chin lock. The crowd trying to get behind Joey. Looks like it's helping just a little bit. An elbow in the gut, and another one. Make that 3, but Styling Shane picks him up and just slams him down.
Right there, tag to Hudson, like you say, teamwork, and right there, the guillotine leg drop. Nobody drops it like Ashley Hudson right across the throat of Joey Matthews.
Now, Ashley Hudson trying to talk Christian into coming into the ring. Christian's not falling for it. Hudson down for the cover. And only a 2 count. That was so close.
That was one of them slow counts. That referee's been sliding in all night long, and that referee paid for all them slow counts when Bart Sawyer got a hold of him and left him laying, and which leads us to the big main event tonight. Oh, yeah, the Colorado Kid versus Smart Bart, and he went too smart earlier, because I heard his interview, and you know, he said something about Eddie Marlin being Jerry Jarrett's father. Eddie Marlin is not Jerry Jarrett's father. Yes, he's Jeff Jarrett's granddaddy, but he is not Jerry Jarrett's father, and I need to tell Bart about that. But Eddie Marlin will be the special guest referee with the legends, Corsica Joe, Al Green, Jim White, and Mac York. They will all be around the ring.
Now, Styling Shane sets up a chair, comes off, and just nails Joey in the head. Now, folks, don't forget, tonight at the fairgrounds, the Vols, Stephen Dunn, Reno Riggins versus Ashley Hudson, one half of the Aussies, and Corey Williams. And I hear that superstar Bill Dundee will be in the building.
What a combination there. And anytime you have that little midget Bill Dundee lurking around, there's always going to be trouble. And you know what? Bill Dundee and the Fabs are no strangers to each other, and Jerry Lawler isn't a stranger to the Fabs either. And you know what? There is no love lost between these two and the team of the Fabs. And very, very, very soon in the near future, right here, NWA Worldwide will host the mega match. The fabulous ones, Stan Lane and Steve Kern against the King, Jerry Lawler, and the midget, Bill Dundee.
And back to the action. Joey tags in Christian. Christian just levels Styling Shane. Picks up Ashley Hudson, slams him down. He's going to do the same thing for Styling Shane.
Hot tag given to York, and he's coming in House of Fire. We've got Matthews on the top rope right there. He comes off on Ashley Hudson, high cross body, rolls through right there.
Now Ashley Hudson blatantly with a handful of tights, and Stephen Dunn comes to the ringside.
Right there, Stephen Dunn sticking his nose and threw something at Ashley's face. And look, he's got a count, 1, 2, 3. The Bad Street Boys are your winners.
Now, folks, some choice words from the Fabs right after this.
That question, who's the best? Is it the Fabulous Ones, or is it superstar Bill Dundee and Jerry the King Lawler? Well, you know, that'd be an opportunity of a lifetime for me, and I know for Stan, to step back in the ring one more time with those two guys, and let's fight to the finish, and let's see who's the toughest. You know, Stan, I got a feeling looking at Lawler when he's doing his interviews, he looks a little fat and a little slow. And I noticed Dundee's not gotten any taller lately, so way I see it is you boys better get to the gym. Lawler, you better pass Burger King and pull into the nearest Gold's Gym, brother, because if this does happen, which we are definitely going to push, we're going to give you a run for your money. We're going to work you until you can't stand up. And when it's all over, I got a feeling the toughest are going to be the ones you're looking at right now. What about it, brother?
You know, a lot of people, when they think about history, they tune their TV station to the History Channel. Well, we don't need that here because there's a lot of history between the Fabs and Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler. It goes back a long way. And if you think for 1 second this is just something that they dreamed up to promote, well, let me tell you, it's not like that because, see, there's no love lost between us. I'm talking behind the scenes. You know, Steve and I, deep down inside, and I'm telling you this for a shoot, we don't really like Dundee or Lawler. Yeah, they were here before we got here, sure. But you know what? Steve and I set records that they couldn't touch, and that's stuck in their craw, and they can't stand it today because we're still the Fab. So, guys, if you think you got what it takes to take on Steve Kern and Stan Lane, Jackie Fargo's Fabulous Ones, will lace them up tight, boys, because you better bring your lunch. It's going to take you all damn day.
And what a fluke. The Prodigy got a win on Chris Michaels during this match, but we're going to see some, good old-fashioned painting later on in this match.
Now, the Prodigy from Atlanta, Georgia, that's right. Now, folks in Atlanta, TV tapings coming down there real soon. Keep your eye open for it here on NWA Worldwide Network.
You know, they call it Hotlanta, and they don't call it Hotlanta for nothing. It's the hotbed of professional wrestling. Oh, and I can't wait to get down there.
Now, folks, in the ring, Chris Michaels and Prodigy. We're going to show you what led up to the big match tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds with Chris Michaels and the Prodigy.
Oh, and I'm telling you what heated feuds we have right now in the NWA. And you know what? I'm sure some of these heated feuds are going to be carried over to Elkton, Kentucky. That's Friday night, March the 26th, Elkton, Kentucky, Todd Central High School. We're coming back to Elkton for another huge night of action right down there at Todd Central High School. And did you see earlier, Lee, when, Chris Michaels and Bart Sawyer, those are two demented individuals. They beat the living you-know-what out of Jimmy Rivers earlier. And you know what? If the match tonight, if Prodigy doesn't get his fill of Chris Michaels tonight, Thursday night, the big Thursday night spectacular at the Nashville Fairgrounds, Prodigy will have another chance at Chris Michaels.
Now, Prodigy, with a small package, gets the 1-2-3 over Chris Michaels.
And he's not a bit happy about that. And I can guarantee you, look, right there, takes the legs out of the Prodigy, and Chris Michaels is going to get on it, and he's going to paint him up real good.
Now, Chris Michaels helping Prodigy up. Sets him up in a DDT.
Right there, the heat after the match. Chris Michaels is all over Prodigy. He's going up, it looks like, to the top rope. I bet it's for his patented elbow drop. Let's see what he got right there. Bam! Right on the mark. Prodigy down, and I don't think there's much this kid's going to be able to do about it.
Now, Chris Michaels stepping out of the ring, getting something from Ernest T.
Ernest T, he's gone back up to the top rope. I bet he's going to drop another one of them big elbows. Right there, bam, right down on it. And Ernest T, now he's calling for the bag. And I know exactly what's in there. I've had a few of those bags myself. And that's makeup he's pulling out of there. And let's watch it. He's going to paint up the kid. And you know, I'm an expert in makeup. And I know how this stuff's applied. And I swear to you, this Chris Michaels is one of the most excellent makeup artists I've ever seen in my life. Like I said, Academy Award bound.
Now, Chris Michaels trying to just humiliate Prodigy in the middle of the ring, taking the lipstick, painting big rosy cheeks on him, putting it all over his lips.
That's the way, look, he's using that lipstick because he didn't have no blush. So he had to get some color in them cheeks, you know. So he just took it and look all on his forehead. He's got some blemishes up there he's just trying to cover. He's trying to help the kid out, make the kid look better than he was, and I don't know why he's so upset about it.
Well, I tell you what, Chris, tonight, the fairgrounds, you and me one-on-one, and I'm going to prove what a rookie can do to you. I'm going to prove that I'm not just a fluke, that I didn't do it just one time. Tonight, the fairgrounds, you and me one-on-one, and that's it!
Well, Nashville, Chris Michaels is not only the greatest showman in the NWA, but I'm also the greatest makeup artist in the NWA. You see, TJ Gray, I told you that when you stuck your nose in Chris Michaels' business, that I was going to embarrass you and humiliate you just like the little girl that you are. And last week, TJ Gray, that little match we had, if you want to call that a victory, you go right ahead. But you know it, the fans know it, and Chris Michaels knows it, that you couldn't beat me on your best day. So, TJ Gray, tonight in Nashville, I'm tired of messing with your little girly butt. So you bring all you got, because I know damn good and well Chris Michaels is bringing all he's got. And tonight, TJ Gray, you're going down, and you're going down hard.
Well, we got 8 big matches tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. We want to see you there. We're kicking it off at 8 o'clock with Chris Anthony against Inazuma. Barnyard Briggs against Skinny Kenny. Chris Michaels against the Prodigy. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can pin him. Style and Shane Eden against Bad Street Boy Shane Helms. The Tennessee Volunteers against Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. And in the main event, special referee Eddie Marlin when the Colorado Kid collides with Bart Sawyer. And we're putting legends around the ring as Lumberjacks, Don Green, Mac York, Jim White, Corsica Joe. They'll keep the guys in the ring. Kid, Bart, Eddie Marlin, everybody tonight, Nashville, 8 o'clock. Don't you dare miss it.
Walking today. So, why don't you come out and pay your $8 because look what you get to see. Because I am the one, the only diva of the NWA. And just remember, you can look at me, honey, but you can't touch.
Bart Sawyer, Chris Michaels, Ernest T. Please come to ringside. I've got a special delivery for you. Just arrived here.
Special delivery. What could this be? You know,
Bring it on over here.
They're introducing the special delivery, and here they come. They're bringing this huge box right down to ringside.
They said it's for Bart Sawyer, Chris Michaels, and Ernest T.
Who's it from? Special delivery just for you three, personally.
Here you go, fellas.
Open it up. Open it up.
I ain't opening. Boys, that's Colorado Kid in there. We're going to open it up, and Colorado Kid's going to come out of there.
Come on, boys. Special delivery. Open it up.
And Bart Sawyer sure is opening it up right there. And he's saying that Colorado Kid is in the bag. Right there, he's taunting what he believes is Colorado Kid. But we will soon find out who is actually in that bag. And I don't exactly think it's who they think it is. So let's see. Right now, he's still taunting the bag. Whoever's in that bag, I'm telling you what, fans, this was something else to see. You needed to be there live. Right there, Ernest T's opening the bag, and it's not the Colorado Kid. It's the red-headed stepchild.
It's the red-headed stepchild. Special delivery.
Folks, we'll be right back.
What you're seeing is NWA action. Ladies and gentlemen, there's over 4,000 people around the ring at this outdoor event. Bring NWA Wrestling to your local town or gymnasium. Call today, 770-621-9533. Bring outdoor wrestling, indoor wrestling. It's NWA Wrestling. Call us today. Let's pack your local gym and raise you lots of money.
Ladies and gentlemen, this once again is Lee Tidwell with NWA Worldwide. Right here next to me, we have one of our young fans, drove hundreds of miles to be here tonight. This is Jonathan. He's from Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Jonathan, how are you doing?
Fine.
You having a good time tonight?
Yes.
Now, what do you got there?
My toy.
Ernest T is out here.
What do you mean Colorado Kid's giving away gifts? He didn't give me no gift.
Well, I don't have nothing to do with that. Now, Ernest T seems to have taken the toy that the Colorado Kid gave to Jonathan away, and they seem to be knuckle cuffs. Jonathan doesn't know. I don't know how to work those things. I don't know how to work those things. Ernest T is now locked in the knuckle cuffs. Don't know exactly where the keys are.
Well, you come out and steal the kid's toy.
Let me tell you something there, Ernest T. When I give toys away, I don't give them to strange men like you. I give them to little kids. Now, you want to steal little kids' toys? I've got Ernest T. Hey, open that door.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
T.
He says, open that door. You know what that means. Ernest T's going for a trip. Well, obviously, Colorado Kid used Jonathan to set Ernest T up, is what he did, and Ernest T is leaving the building.
The rematch has been signed for this Thursday night, March 25th, only at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. This special Thursday night card, March 25th, when Too Sexy, Brian Christopher, and the Spellbinder put the NWA North American Tag Title belts on the line against the Tennessee Vols. Brian Christopher returns this Thursday night in Nashville. You'll also see Al Rose against superstar Bill Dundee. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can beat him. Barnyard Briggs against Ashley Hudson. Prodigy goes for revenge on Chris Michaels in part 2 of their big grudge match this Thursday night. Brian Christopher, Spellbinder against the Vols, going for the tag titles this Thursday night. Don't miss it.
Twisted and Demented, Bart Sawyer and Chris Michaels.
I tell you what, it was an act of vengeance, I guess you would say, because of this slow counting, no counting referee. And I just loved watching every second of it, and I know you love watching it too, Lee.
Not really. Now, once again, we'd like to say hi to our friends at Hollywood Homes, Lebanon Road and Mount Juliet, and Bobby Woodard Motors in Gallatin, Tennessee, 451-7767. Now, in the ring, Colorado Kid picks up Bart Sawyer, and with the Rocky Mountain flat top just planted.
1, 2, 3. The referee didn't have any problem counting in.
Now, right here is where it gets sick and twisted. I don't even like watching this. This is demented.
That's exactly what leads to tonight's main event, fans. Right there, the Kid versus Smart Bart. Eddie Marlin, the special referee. You know, I'm sure he'll have that crowbar in his back pocket like he always does when he refs the match. And then you've got legends, as the Lumberjacks. Corsica Joe, Don Green, Jim White, Mac York. The who's who of Tennessee wrestling will be there tonight. Tonight. Vols, Hudson. Corey Williams, what a barn burner that match is going to be. I tell you what, I'm excited about tonight, Lee.
Now, tonight's going to be great, but also our Thursday special. Next Thursday, the Vols take on Too Sexy, Brian Christopher, and the Spellbinder for the North American Tag Team Champions. Also, we got Prodigy and Chris Michaels, Barnyard Briggs and Ashley Hudson.
And don't forget, I still got my $500, Lee, and there's no way none of them big fat sows at the Nashville Fairgrounds are going to take my money away from me.
Now, see, this is just wrong. A defenseless referee, bleeding from the head, Bart Sawyer, Chris Michaels, just pounding him away on him. This is not right. This is sick.
That defenseless referee just had arthritis in his knee. He fell and hit his head on the gate. Bart Sawyer didn't knock him open, but I love seeing this. Is good television right here, Lee. This is fine television, like all the action you're going to see. You never know what you're going to see at NWA Worldwide.
Now, thank goodness the troops are here to help out.
And I'm telling you what, this week we've had action. Next week we got ladies action coming up. Tonight, the Kid, Bart, Eddie Marlin, special ref, legends at ringside. What about it, Lee?
We're going to have Reno Riggins, Stephen Dunn of the Vols against Ashley Hudson, Corey Williams. Fans, don't forget about the Thursday special.
Bart Sawyer. So you've went out here and you smacked a Colorado kid in the head with a chair. You've made me bleed all over the place, and you sent me off, and you thought was for good. Well, I'm back, and not only am I back, I'm madder than I ever was. And I'm coming after you, Mighty Mouse. That's right, I'm coming after the man that's got my belt wrapped around his waist, claiming to be the North American heavyweight champion. Well, let me tell you something, pal. You know, you can steal a man's pants, but that don't make you the man. Now, you've taken my belt, a belt that I've earned. I know what it's all about, earning a belt, because I beat a lot of guys just to wear that belt around my waist. And when you're a thief, and that's what you are, pal, and you go around saying you're the North American heavyweight champion, well, it's like graduating college and not going a day to it. So I'm going to tell you what, now tonight we've got a bunch of legends all around that ring, but most of all, one of my old-time mentors, Eddie Marlin. I call him Mr. Eddie because I've got a lot of respect for the man. I'm sure you won't. But let me tell you something, when he's in that ring tomorrow, all he's got to do is count 1, 2, 3. I've told him to stay out of the way because all I want is you. It ain't about beating you. It's about beating you to death.
Well, we got 8 big matches tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. We want to see you there. We're kicking it off at 8 o'clock with Chris Anthony against Inazuma. Barnyard Briggs against Skinny Kenny. Chris Michaels against the Prodigy. Farron Fox has $500 for any lady that can pin him. Style and Shane Eden against Bad Street Boy Shane Helms. The Tennessee Volunteers against Ashley Hudson and Corey Williams. And in the main event, special referee Eddie Marlin when the Colorado Kid collides with Bart Sawyer, and we're putting legends around the ring as Lumberjacks, Don Green, Mac York, Jim White, Corsica Joe. They'll keep the guys in the ring. Kid, Bart, Eddie Marlin, everybody tonight, Nashville, 8 o'clock. Don't you dare miss it.